You don't really care if you get doomed to Medusa. You're just going to stand on the front lines, hold your ground, and make it difficult for Liquid to get to the back lines.
It is a very good troll game, though. Once he gets BKB, it's going to be hard for them to contest him. So that's why although I do favor Vici, it's not so much so that, like last game I felt was really hard for VP.
The Doom, he takes so much damage, and Paparazzi, thanks to that mobility of being able to go for the tree dance, is able to kill the Doom. He couldn't even get the Devour on the Siege Wagon. They managed to stop him just in time.
After the ulti wears off, absolutely no way to chase that Shaman. So it's more just like a general nuke.
Yeah.
Mind control.
And it should get the Jingu stacks up to 4. It's a big hit, but GH is going to be able to provide a lot of disable, and they do have a lot of extra save as well. Mind control is going to be fine. It's going to be Paparazzi who tries to get the tree dance. He needs to be able to hide a little bit, but they just keep on finding him. Not going to let him jump into the trees here. Paparazzi overextends himself at the bottom lane.
Very surprised that he decided to go for that, considering he knows that both supports TP down there. And there's no easy way for them to get back up to Miracle.
Oh, look at this big stack. Ori comes over, gonna take most of it, but they can't actually kill Yang here, which looks like it's gonna be easy for them to do so. It's not a bad exchange for Liquid whatsoever.
Liquid being rewarded right now for their faith is he's got the highest net worth in the game, even against the Medusa, where it feels like she's farmed up a lot of those stacks. She had that free mid lane where gonna go onto this.
GH in trouble here. Fisher needs to make sure that Yang can actually get the clap, but because of the glimpse, there's no way for GH to be able to disengage from this. He starts to run up, but eventually will be found. Paparazzi's going to join him here in the mid lane, but that does leave Fade alone here at the bottom, who's going to be ensnared up by the net. Mind control will run him down eventually, unless Fade could do some mega juke.
Look at this, though. This mid movement is often what Liquid likes to do, and I'd be really surprised if Liquid gave this up for free.
Miracle not even going for the 10-minute bounties, just starts heading towards that mid lane. The tower will survive ever so barely, but now Miracle's going to try and get sandwiched, but the Primal Split going down, they're just going to disable him, and all of Vici Gaming can run over. Liquid is on their way, but it's going to be a little bit late. Miracle still has his ultimate, though. If he wants to be able to pop it the last second, he does manage to get it off, but he's inside the Wukong's command, and he's just getting kited up. Meanwhile, they're going to throw the ban up in the air to make sure he can't save the troll, and now toss back down. He's going to be able to provide the Aphotic Shield to Matamba Man, but Kuroki's already taken so much damage. The Fisher actually blocks him in. Bru's a little bit scared, though. He's going to TP out and leave the kill up to the Monkey King, who's going to be able to catch the Viper.
This is a wipe.
Back the Earthshaker as well. Vici Gaming, such cool movement out of all of that.
It's just a really hard matchup for Viper, too, because one Medusa Snake gets rid of all your mana, and you don't have a big pull to begin with to use your corrosive.
Mind control. Gonna get got here as they do get the Jingu stacks up. Very surprised they threw it on the Serpent Wards, but I guess they were afraid of Kuro coming in, providing the Aphotic Shield. They do glimpse him back up to the top lane, though.
They'll take the tower with this anyways, but Liquid, this is a really good trade by them.
Yeah.
Take the mid tower if you can, but Vici, with the successful scan, they know that this is happening. Yang doesn't have the ulti, but with the Deuce up in here in front,
and even though they don't have the Monkey King, it looks like Vici Gaming could defend, but they can't afford to lose so many of these heroes. The Static Storm does manage to go down. Kuro does have the borrowed time. Miracle managed to get out of that silence, and now the Wukong's command goes down. Managed to get this stun out on a Miracle. He's finally going to pop that ultimate. Turning and going on to Yang. It looks like Yang is probably going to die here. Miracle's actually healed up so much. At about half AGH just managed to hit an Echo Slam there. Monkey King just dodges a lot of that damage by being able to turn into the tree, and will pop back now as his Viper sees him low. Is going to be able to get that kill. Matamba Man, oh, mind control. Tries to go out for the Doom. Not going to be able to get it off now, and now he's left in 1 versus 5 scenario. He throws out the Doom, yes, but surely you knew that wasn't going to result in a kill. All of Vici Gaming survive, and they wipe Liquid. Power of having that Medusa and being able to defend that mid tower.
I mean, this is just a rough position for Liquid to be in when they last picked Dusa against the Viper mid. As
Primal Split outside of vision to be able to catch Miracle here. They can get multiple disables and just slowly whittle them down, but Liquid do have enough time to be able to mass rotate in. Kuro's going to be here first, trying to get some sort of save, some sort of Aphotic Shield. They need to be able to buy a little bit of time for Miracle to pop off his ultimate. He pops it at the last second, is able to go for a Fade here, but Ori's already marched forward onto Matamba Man, gets him as well as GH, and eventually Miracle's going to run out of time here as he hopes to get many bashes onto Paparazzi, but couldn't even kill DY. Only Fade falls here for Vici Gaming.
Because, I mean, he had a buyback, but as the stats show, highest amount of assists at this time, so obviously worth it.
Yeah. Like, he may not have the guaranteed farm. Paparazzi's going to be able to reveal, immediately tries to jump away. Thinking about the Wukong's command because he knows he's in a bad situation, but he's been doomed up. They're going to throw out the Static Storm. The glimpse back on it. GH just trying to give this Monkey King time, but he does manage to get off that Jingu stack, but he can't get the swings in. They control him up pretty nicely. A big pick off on Paparazzi, who had a kill streak as well.
I think they're just afraid of giving up too much on the map because Matama Man knows that and he's splitting it.
Yeah.
But I guess you're not that afraid of a Viper.
And they do have really good ways to catch these splitting heroes. Is Yang, there's the glimpse. That's what I'm talking about right there. That long-range disable, that long-range catch. It's going to be tough for people like Matamba Man to be able to just barrel down lanes without dying. And it's a great game for it too, right? You've got the Wukong's command as well as the split shot. A lot of instances of damage. That Crimson Guard can help protect against. Paparazzi will go for the scouting here. They see Kuro. Will go for the disables. They have the glimpse at the last second. They can throw down after the borrowed time. Bring Kuro back to his death. They're going to make sure to give the Jingu stacks to Paparazzi so he can have the extra damage for this tower push.
No chance to survive there.
No.
For Kuro. They might even go for Roshan after this.
It seems like... I love how Vici Gaming go for these tower pushes, but simultaneously just move around the map so quickly. It's catching Liquid off guard, such as Mind Control here, much like Matamba Man last time. Tried to go for the split push, but such heavy rotations from Vici Gaming.
Can't you go Roshan now with Shaman Wards?
Yeah.
If you blew Monkey King ult for this, I think this might be the play, but in fact, they're just going towards bottom. Look at the speed that they're setting.
Matamba Man. Oh, don't tell me. No, he got him. Fade successfully gets the Hex.
They are so quick.
Yes. Yes, they are. I mean, they just rotated, like, they just TP multiple heroes up to top lane, and they still have the TPs to go bottom as well.
If you take a fight around this Roshan and it's successful and you get the Aegis yourself, this is your biggest power spike. Miracle has a BKB. If you can't win this team fight now, you're going to have to wait another 10 minutes to win the team fight.
Team Liquid, do or die, must be able to win this engagement. They're going to go and find Fade first, but oh no, he gets posted down so quickly. GH is already gone, so they trade support for support. Matamba Man is going to be buying some time here in the front line, forcing Vici Gaming back. Now, Roshan is still very low, so Liquid do still need to get inside that pit.
They're careful though because GH does have Echo. They don't want to let it get so low though to the wards.
Yeah, they need to be able to get a little bit of vision here to make sure they know there's the Echo Slam on it too. A great initiation now, the follow-up Miracle. Pops the BKB with the Doom on the Medusa. They can actually take her down. Oh, this is sick. Does fall. Look at the Wukong's command though. Paparazzi focusing on the objective, trying to finish up Roshan on the disabled. He does manage to get the Aegis. Now, the question is whether or not he can get away with the second life because the first life is already gone. But Ori with a buyback comes in, already stoned up too. Look at that setup from him. GH trying to help out with the Fisher as well. Paparazzi will be able to follow this up with a nice stun. Doom as well as the Troll are dead. Now they're going to be able to catch and bring him back in with a glimpse. That's going to be the Abaddon down. Liquid will lose the second part of the fight.
And the scary thing for both lineups is that if you're beginning to lose the fight, you're not getting out. And that's what we see every single time is when Liquid begins to lose the fight, they don't just lose one hero, they lose multiple heroes. But the same can be said the other way around.
By the initiation on the Batman, they're nice Echo. Sam goes down. They haven't actually finished up Fade in the back line. Zenyatt's actually going to be able to get away because the Wukong command has gone out. Miracles pops his ultimate, just fighting, but he's just going to get controlled up too much. The Disruptor doing so much work, being able to get that kinetic field, keeping the Doom inside of the Wukong's command, and also making sure that Kuro doesn't get away. They have the Thunder Strike, keeping the vision on side of the Doom. That's where the Shadow Shaman is able to find that Shackles. Looks like not even Matamba Man's going to be able to get away as Yang expertly controls his Storm Panda to find the +1. As you said, once you get broken in a fight, you're going to lose multiple heroes because you just cannot get away. Crimson Guard trying to slow down this push. There is tier 2 still live, so it's not like Vici Gaming are going to be able to go for 2 here.
I could see that Echo being worth it if they got the Doom off onto the Monkey King. Now they can just focus their efforts on the Roshan pit. As Miracle dips his head in just to see. And Mind Control I guess the upside is that he didn't use Doom, but he's going to have to find a target soon and just kind of consistently stick with it.
Liquid very clearly want to take a fight here. No primal split, no Wukong's command either. They can get the pick off on DY. That'll make it a 4 versus 4 as well. They do have the Viper strike onto this Brewmaster who doesn't have a save, but into the back line. They've already been controlled up. This troll is just going to fall like that. What a beautiful setup from Fade, being able to get the shackles on the high ground, and now with the troll gone, feeling comfortable, or maybe not. They actually don't chase down the Viper.
You see the Mind Control holds his Doom every single time because he's worried it's going to be useless.
Yeah.
Whereas Vici, they're so far ahead that they're just like, we'll blow it every single time we can grab a kill on anybody. They're going to connect to top though. They use the DD or anticipation of the fight. They want to take advantage of this. They might not get better opportunities. 3 minutes on their Aegis, plus a DD Dusa. He's going to walk up.
Oh, it's going to be Fisher block, and it's going to be his first life. The primal split's going to be used. Trying to find the disables. He's going to try and throw Curl up into the air to be able to defend against this Aphotic Shield as best as possible. Paparazzi's such a beautiful Wukong's command, getting up the Jingu stacks. Miracle's trying to make his way out of all those stone statues, but unfortunately the Doom has been serpent warded. He's going to be left behind and does not have a buyback. Team Liquid, buyback on their Earthshaker here. As soon as the primal split is down and there's no Wukong's command, it's possible that they can win an engagement here, defend this top lane, but it's going to be tough. Trying to burn away. They do have the Force Staff on Yang. Allows him to be able to disengage, and Vici Gaming are getting out pretty cleanly here. They do even manage to get the range racks thanks to the Serpent Wards.
Characteristically low kill game for Liquid.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen them make plays. It's almost 40 minutes. We've got 11 kills for them. It's easy to talk about Vici because they just keep going around the map non-stop, catching them while they try to split push. Whereas Liquid is just playing in survival mode right now.
And it's felt like they played that way for the first 10 minutes. Kinetic Field's going to go up. BKB immediately goes down. Primal Split is activated. Throws the Viper up in the air. And is going to focus on Curl until the borrowed time goes off. So now they move on to another target. Matumban is going to be controlled up with a nice glimpse from Miracle with his BKB wearing out. He is going to get got on and finished off. He immediately is forced to buy back here. Once again, Vici Gaming have used all their big team fight spells. And with the threat of the buyback being used, they just back up once again, knowing that Liquid really do not have the ways to chase.
Doom's about to fall.
Look at Monkey King, he's daring himself. He's got the Doom about to wear out. He still has a cheesy Echo Slam, goes down to the back line, trying to control up these heroes, but there's no damage to be able to follow it up. Miracle is trying to go for Yang, but another great Force Staff, and now he's being controlled up with the BKB not being there. He's so easily disabled, but will be able to get some damage out until finally he does fall. All of Vici Gaming saving about half or 100% HP as they wipe out more and more Liquid members, leaving Matama Man for last year. GH does manage to go in and finish off the Shadow Shaman, but Matama Man is eventually going to fall here, and GH has no way out, so that is going to be it. Team Liquid will call it here. GG, Vici Gaming, 1-up on Liquid in this series.
This was an oppressive game one. Like, it didn't really feel like they were playing the same game.
Oh,
yeah,
not super. Oh, it looks like
RTK immediately. Yeah. Net worth remaining pretty even. A side lane sniper for Vici Gaming, who's doing pretty well for himself, as Fox saying.
Oh, what is this?
See him in.
What is this?
A man trying to hide away in the trees, needs to throw out another weapon. A sleight of fist actually finish him off. Paparazzi outplays the mid lane and secures yet another first blood, as he's done so many times in his career. Being able to beat this Broodmother in lane will help slow him down and slow down that, inevitable where he just kind of takes the mid tower and then he starts getting an extra farm. Miracle in serious trouble here with a sticky napalm on him. Yang just going to run him down underneath his tier 1 tower. Mind Control's going to try and save him here, but doesn't have the Malphus, and that is going to be a trade-off that Yang will gladly take. We won TI. We're an older team. Everyone's seen us. Everyone's seen how we play. They've studied us. We have to be able to find different ways to be able to surprise our enemies. Burrow strike out, Sandstorm right on top of the sniper right now, does have another round of shrapnel, but with the Monkey King, they finished up that tier 1 tower, and you could see why they had that urgency. It allows Miracle to rotate out.
20 stick charges, a very unlikely kill to be had on a Miracle.
10-minute bounties are coming up here. DY's in an awkward spot. It's the Helmet Dominator. Centaur will be able to get the stun to ensure the kill. Paparazzi's now going to show up and try and even up the scoreboard here. See if he can kill Mind Control, but all these... Oh, and in the black hole into 2! All this physical damage on the other spirit. He's dropping low and fast. Does managed to get up a big slide of fist. It's going to last a while before he jumps away to his remnant. Mind control will eventually take out here. That black hole was good, but they didn't have the damage to be able to find anything there. The Ember Spirit in his phase boots build, that armor. Oh, top lane, Fade trying to go for the teleport out. Not quite enough tick damage there.
And he does have a TP up if he wants to go on Kuro in this top lane, but it looks like Yang's got this wrapped up by himself.
Yeah, he's got this pretty easily. There is 10 stick charges, but you know, Kuro, you're still dead. You just bought yourself 2 more seconds.
And bottom lane, Fade actually TP'd bot towards this Monkey King.
He knows he's in trouble, trying to get off the Wukong's command out. There's going to be too many disables here. Gets off at least the stun, but can't separate himself from Paparazzi, who shows up, gets the kill.
All right, we'll just keep doing that, I guess.
I mean, it's a great hero to defend this mid tower at this point. And they're going to use the other heroes of VG Gaming to be able to catch Miracle again. Last time he overextended himself. This time he's just straight up ganked by 4. Very far behind in kills. And are not even on towers, it looks like. Good to travel, blink. Yang can continue to make big plays as they're going to be able to find the 3rd pickoff on Miracle over the last like 5 minutes.
That he can play behind. Does have Sandstorm, he's got a Blink Dagger. He wants his team, I think, to rotate for this. This is still a healthy tower for them to defend.
They do not want to give up another tower. GH is not going to be able to get off the Sandstorm inside. DY immediately just blows out the Finger of Death. They want to burst down the Sand King before the rotations can come out from Team Liquid. But Team Liquid aren't actually defending this tower. They're going to go straight towards, well, they were going towards mid. Now they're going to smoke up.
Now this bottom tower.
Fighting in Yang, this is a big kill. They do manage to get damage on him before he can blink away. Now the Ice Path to hold him in place inside the Wukong's command. They're going to run out of cliff area here, but the Wukong's command should be enough to finish him off. DY gets a stun onto the Monkey King, but Mind Control has DY well in his hands. 7-12 now.
Nicely done. And they needed to slow down the Bat Rider's momentum, but no scan or anything like that. And I mean, Vici, they might think that there's a smoke happening, and now some pings are happening. They are going to scan successfully, but Roshan already at 2,000 HP.
Burrow Strike out, follow up Ice Path, just enough to force Paparazzi out of this mid area and ensure that they can finish up Roshan here. The rotations are going to come too slow from Vici. Runs into Mind Control. Seems like both of them were a little surprised by that. His Fade certainly doesn't have anything. He's only got a Spirit Vessel. That's it. They're going to be able to jump it in mid lane and find a big pick off on the Sniper. That is one of the 2 cores that can defend these towers. The other one being that Ember Spirit, who's currently residing in bottom lane. Who's delayed because of a rough laning phase.
And she could also just die right now.
And that's true.
She doesn't have BKB.
No Aegis now.
1 second. It's just gone right now.
He doesn't have BKB, and he's not going to be able to get off the pipe fast enough. He's going to get the disables. They're going to burst him down so quickly. Spoke too soon, it seems, as now Matumba Man is dead for a full minute. Liquid. Oh, what a pickoff this would be if they could actually find it, but they're going to smoke in the wrong direction here. I'm not sure what that positioning was from Ori. It just seemed like he was kind of AFK, but...
Paparazzi going to go for the TP out,
and it's too late.
Yep.
The smoke pops and GH just dives into the trees here. Little do they know, like, oh hey, there's a lion. Not really what they wanted out of this for sure.
Yeah, DY is incredibly dead. I think Paparazzi just coincidentally TP'd out.
I think so too.
Judging by how DY just ran in there.
I mean, a better pickoff would lead to a guaranteed Roshan, but with the double damage now being taken away, nice. Rule Scepter going to be able to get away before GH can Burrow Strike.
But still, they found the angle now.
They found the Sniper. BKB is going to be activated here. They're trying to finish him off. The lasso goes down. That's where Matumba Man's going to take up the chase and try and finish off this damage dealer. He's running out of weds, or he's trying to juke him out right now and stay on top of the Sniper and finish him off. But at the same time, Mind Control gets a little bit low. Paparazzi wasn't quite able to finish anybody up on the side of Liquid. They're going to play around this shrine. They have the buyback coming out from the Sniper, and it looks like he may have overextended by the epicenter. GH not finding the Burrow Strike, though. Needs to be able to get to the back line. Paparazzi and Ori playing away from Miracle, does have the Jingu stacks, need to be able to swing on somebody, has the lifesteal, but he's dropping a little bit low. Lion is bought back as well. Fade's trying to get away, but Kuro stays on top of him, giving up his life potentially to be able to ensure this kill, but Fade stays alive. They barely save him just in time. Team Liquid, they lose their captain and they get out. They say, we forced a lot of buybacks. That was well worth it for us. They got to get away from the Broodmother, out of the Wukong's command as often as possible. But again, Liquid, they're the ones who can really determine when the fight happens here. They're going to jump in, burrow strike out into the side.
Watch for mind control.
MDL trying to finish him out. Mind control. BKB activated, just going to use the black hole. Ensure the Ember Spirit kills because they know he doesn't have blind. Now they found Ori as well. Ori in the back line is going to get burrow struck up. He's dead. Now Miracle chases down Yang. This is all 3 cores of Vici Gaming just dying like this. Batrider does manage to juke it out for a moment, blinks away, tries to TP out. He'll be okay as Miracle can't find the kill fast enough.
And they played around that fact.
Yeah.
They knew that there was no Batrider grip. They knew that Mind Control had BKB ulti. They finally went for some sort of aggressive play in this series, and it pays off big time. He's dead for 30, but their high ground defense on the side of Vici is still scary. But big win overall for Liquid so far.
16-17, 7,000 net worth lead, and now we're going to find an extra kill as Yang is going to be saved by the 4 staff coming out from Fade, and they do manage to get a decent stun on Matumba Man. Miracle making sure they don't have an opportunity to go on his mid laner, threatening the Wukong's command, and Vici Gaming can't really fight into that, especially without their Sniper and Ember Spirit, who are just about to come up, but just a bit too late to be able to save the melee barracks. The Dual Scepter nearly stopping that Batrider from being able to pull Matumba Man to his death. The Matumba Man, he's falling, he stays alive. Miracle, he fights him back with a BKB, but Ori's on his way. He needs to be able to jump away into the trees, and he does so before the sleight of fist damage comes out.
Or I'll have the Orchid and the Nullifier to be able to go on either the Ember Spirit or the Sniper.
And they're so dependent on those 4 staffs that just being able to save one of the, oh, what an opportunity here as they found the Ember Spirit with the burst strike, follow us Ice Path. They have the Malphus as well, and Ember Spirit's not able to jump away in time. He does have buyback, but Liquid, they're certainly going to force it out of him.
Just a much cleaner team game from Liquid.
Miracle hopping through the trees here. He's got to be careful though. He jumps too close to the Batrider. He's going to cut down the tree. That's an opportunity. Or he immediately pops the BKB and starts laying damage into Miracle as fast as possible. Can they finish him up in time though? The Balance Strike with the lifesteal is able to give him a big boost of HP, and he will be able to back up. He's not losing that Aegis just yet. Is if they can juke the initiation from Team Liquid. If Liquid is just blind to where those 2 cores are.
Especially with no buyback.
Yeah.
And now it's a 14k lead for Liquid. As
pushing out together, trying to get a ward kill here. They are going to be able to get the Hex out. This Sand King is going to get blown up almost immediately, but the backline is also caught as Mind Control comes forward with the Shivas. Black Hole immediately used, but the force actually saved it for him. It's going to be a complete win. They are going to back up on the side of Team Liquid. They've only lost 1 here. Somebody recover that gem though. They want to make sure that Vici Gamer are not able to reclaim that. You can see Ori is very far behind, and he's forced to use that little amount of net worth that he has to invest into a very defensive item in this Hurricane Pike. Just wants to be able to keep his distance from this Monkey King and Broodmother when possible. GH is able to pop the Sandstorm in time because the loss of the gem, they couldn't find the initiation, and now with Matumba Man on the front lines, I don't think Vici Gaming want to be able to take this. GH blinks forward pretty fearlessly. They are going to be able to get the lasso. Broodmother being focused down right now. They need to be able to get the Hex, follow up Impale as well. They need to be able to burst him, and they'll do so with a Finger of Death, but now the Wukong's command is out. That's where the Hurricane Pike from Ori comes activated. He's able to get out of that Wukong's command. And there's no further chase. They're just going to be able to take Curl out of the equation pretty quickly. A nice 2-man pickoff to the favor of Vici Gaming, maybe more. Mind Control with the Spirit Vessel on him is unable to blink away right now. And Fade just keeping tabs on him. Vici are going, there's no way we can go for it. I mean, it's a hard fight to take as well. You naturally want to be able to just play for high ground with an Ember Sniper cores. Like, you really don't want to go outside of your base too much at this point. But it does mean you're going to have to give up Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard. Nice catch here. GH using his Dual Scepter to be able to stall out Yang's retreat. Follow up with a Burrow Strike here. Now, no Firefly to hide in the trees, so Mind Control will join GH. Very nicely done by the forward position of Team Liquid, finding the pickoffs once again. And Vici Gaming, they respond with a Glyph. Now trying to control up Matumba Man as best as possible. Just disable him as many times.
Yeah, they're trying to buy time right now.
Batrider only needs 20 seconds.
And they might have done it here.
Yeah, looking lucky with that nice chain setup.
The epicenter.
Now the Finger of Death coming up with the epicenter on the side. They almost finish up these heroes, and now they do manage to take out the Broodmother. That is only going to be the first life. Meanwhile, Fate does die in the back lines. He does have a buyback, but Matumba Man needs to be able to retreat out of here. 5 more seconds till the Batrider is here. I mean, this is how you change the entire nature of these team fights.
Yeah. And you're starting to get vision control again as Matumba Man.
If he pops it now and he spots Matumba Man, it would be a massive kill. He blinks forward, does see him. He's going to be able to lasso, and he gets away before the balance strike can land. He gets him into low ground. This is a massive kill. Matumba Man falls. Vici Gaming have him dead for 90 seconds now. To see if you can force a fight. The death timer is way too low for the Brood Mother to want to buy back if there is an engagement, but they guess wrong. They smoke farther down. If they'd cut through mid, they would have found certainly one, maybe two pickoffs, maybe even an entire fight. They still have a chance though. They're going to run to this back line. Curl, he's going to be caught up first, but the BKB, he goes straight for the Enigma. The epicenter comes out from GH. A fast response from him and Miracle. A nice hit. Mind Control's almost dead. They need to finish him off now, and they do so. He does have a buyback though if he wants to be able to blow it. GH with a Eul Scepter onto himself immediately gets hexed up by DY. Vici Gaming, they win a full team fight here.
Paparazzi did have to use his buyback though.
That is rough.
As
Fade. He got him. Tried to cut down the trees, didn't actually get him in time. Miracle.
Oh, he barely missed on the tree and summon. If Miracle dies there at that point, that's when it becomes full-on disaster. But with the buyback on Paparazzi, not the worst position for Liquid to be in, but they know the ward is up here. DY, they can't.
Miracle! What were you doing here? You surely had to have known about that ward. It was placed by the Furion. He does manage to get off his BKB, turns around, Boundless Strike, tries to go for the TP white, but gets up with the lasso!
Oh no.
Vici Gaming, let's roll up that win probability because they are certainly turning this game around as you can see it beginning to dip down.
You're still fine.
Yes.
You've had so many chances to reset this game.
We've won like 4 different fights for Vici Gaming and still like looking like an 80% win probability for Liquid. Liquid are going to come outside the pit though. Vici Gaming, we're looking to be able to get inside that Roshan pit with GH finding the initiation, but
that's too much damage
with the side of fist as well. This is looking like too much damage for Miracles. He's going to be taking up with the black hole on the right hand side though. Finishing up the Lion, but Sniper does have the buyback though. He's going to blow it here. Paparazzi keeping his distance though, laying out more and more damage. Matumba with the life steal as well as the black hole locking down Yang. He's dead as well. More and more buybacks and Nullifier coming out, but Paparazzi had a remnant, but Mind Control knew where he went to. He's going to stay on top of the Simmer Spirit. Now he's going to go fire. Boundless Strike as well. He will fall, and he has no buyback. 2 minutes on the clock for him.
They were waiting so long for Mind Control to come through with the black hole.
Yeah.
That's what they were missing in these last engagements. They finally get it. It doesn't even matter who he gets it on at this point. With the BKB and his Lincolns, it's impossible for them to stop.
All right, this is going to take some very aggressive play and a lot of creative thinking here for Vici Gaming. But at this point, Liquid,
they're just going for the throne.
As long as they just don't dive the fountain, they just go for the throne. Vici Gaming, they've got to find a way to be able to lure Liquid in here. Glyph is going to go down, 15 seconds for the Lion. Yang, Wukong's command goes out, and look at that AoE.
And they got to do something now.
Tier 4 dropping fast. GH just going to go to the epicenter, make the initiation while the rest of his team goes for the throne. He just goes out as the throne's going to fall here, and that's it. Team Liquid will take game 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a game 3.
We finally get that game 3 that we were looking for.
Yeah, they didn't really have that good hero to start fights with. Like, your Lion's a 5, so you're not expecting a blink there. Magnus is not a good team fight starter, and there we go.
When's the last time you've seen that, boys?
Now they've got a vision hero on Liquid.
Very nicely done. It looks like Vici Gamer are finally going to get the lanes that they wanted all along, which
and look at
is
this. Yang's gonna get
away from the Razor.
He's going to get all of these creeps for free, and they can't kill him from this too. So he's going to get his like level 4 off the bat. The same thing is going to happen to Mind Control, but he's still only level 1.
A Fisher block there from GH. Impale to follow it up. They are turning on a GH, but not going to be able to finish him off unless they want to dive this tower. They are going to do so, but a healing salve goes up from GH.
Oh, no,
Paparazzi's going to die instead. You needed Mind Control to have a good game. If Liquid wanted to win this, well, he gets the first blood. Uh-oh, that's going to be troublesome. Miracles, that's a double damage. Kunkka with Fate showing up with the skewer back as well. Ori ready to go with the big swing. Miracles slowed down. He's just walking straight into the tower, knowing that he can't escape. He didn't want to give the full hero bounty straight to Ori, but it happens anyway.
With that kill, not having the easiest of times, just going to deny that Invis rune. Not really helpful to him. It's not even worth going down there, but look at this rotation.
Another rotation coming into mid lane. The smoke appears and DY shows himself. Now the Medusa's relatively tanky, but it looks like this is going to be so much damage unless GH can save him here. There is the X, but no, the TP gets canceled. Now Miracle has no help in the mid lane. It will end up dying.
Did Fate
great
skewer?
play. Fate definitely skewered to stop that TP.
Oh
Fate
my.
does it again, and now Paparazzi being gone under the bottom lane is going to be able to try and juke this out, but the board stay on top of him. He can't get away. Liquid pick up a counter kill here, 3-2.
Yeah, and Miracle really needed that backup. I think he just assumes that with the Earthshaker Fissure, he should be perfectly fine and he can continue to play aggressively. But such nice play by Fade in this early few minutes. As they're going to make the rotation in again.
They're going to go for Miracle again. They just don't stop.
Both this
there's
time.
no TPs coming in. This time around, they do have the extra bit of boat damage. Miracle is made much squishier because of that. Even DY shows up. Everyone from VG Gaming is making a go at Miracle here.
And for Liquid, also a very important game, not just to move on in the tournament, but to prove to people they can win without their Broodmother.
Yeah.
They can win without their Viper.
Oh, they certainly didn't prove the Viper one in game one. Miracle going to be gone on, looks like 5-6 times, but this time around, Liquid does have a response, and that response is going to be Matumba Man. They do manage to get the Fissure onto Ori. Matumba Man will run down the captain. Miracle's still in trouble, though, but they're controlling up Yang long enough that Miracle will be able to get some vengeance. They just kept pressuring him, kept taking it to him, and this time, VG Gaming overstepped themselves. It's like one of those two items every single time. And it also gives you a way to cancel TPs. Here we're going to go Drums BKB. Why is that? Is he going to be caught by the Kunkka here, blown up by the Finger of Death there? DY finally gets to use it. A lot more late game oriented than previous years of Phantom Assassins thanks to that triple Stifling Dagger.
Yeah, this is going to be the interesting part, is whether or not the PA can commit later on, because now you've got an empowered plus Vlad's Aura PA as they make a full move.
DY trying to get in for the side here. Matumba Man's going to be spotted, immediately hexed up. The PA jumps onto him. The Ice Path is going to be able to stall things out. There's the Torrent, though, to be able to keep the Razor disabled. The rest of Liquid will fully retreat, giving up Matumba Man. No Macro Pyre or Primal War out of mana. There's just like a lot missing for Team Liquid. 5 seconds for the Razor to come back up. Ori is looking for that extra bit of pickoff as they take Roshan here. They're going to be able to catch Kuro as well. X marks the spot. Throws out the Ice Path. Matumba Man's going to be able to stay around here, though, and DY may be the one who's gone on here. So Matumba Man's getting a lot of damage. RP on it, too, though. Primal goes out, trying to control the PA, but the damage is already done. They've lost their core, and Matumba Man. And now it's going to be Chiguro dead. Beast Pass is going to follow as well. And this is the fast pace that VG Gaming can take to you. You get out of position once.
They've got a Deso PA. They've got to do something about this, or this tower will fall very quickly. As
Losing
now,
your shrines this early
this is
was
so
terrible.
So well done by Vici. I love their decisiveness right there.
He's only just now beginning to eclipse the average net worth of Medusas, and as he is closing in on that Scotty.
They also, the weirdest part was that engagement in mid where they ran into the point blank RP. They just like kind of walked himself in as he's going to get the RP on.
A beautiful RP onto the Medusa, but the Fisher's going to be able to stall up. They chain stun him with the boat as well. Now he's out of mana. No Stone Gates available. No saving grace for Team Liquid. They're going to catch him at Matumba Man as well. Pull him back in with the X Finger of Death. Zap. Team Liquid now going to be forced to buy back on a Medusa. We said he was just beginning to get ahead, and now he is brutally behind. And again, VG Gamer going to maintain the aggression here, knowing that, as you said, one death is all it takes. A double damage. PA, that is a perfect opportunity to try and surprise Liquid by smoking inside of the base, and Liquid, they're going to smoke themselves. All of a sudden, Kuro realizes, what the hell? My smokes pop. They're right here. Kuro is going to be gone out almost immediately. The boat's going to be able to finish him off. Oh, not quite enough damage. Tries to get away, but the dagger will be able to finish him now. Paparazzi lost a lot of his damage here. The double damage is still kicking him in, so he hits okay, and he's going to try and finish off
going in anyways.
Primal Roar, not going to happen. He just ends up going down to big RP. Slam, though. Lucky down 3. That was a showcase follow-up. Team Liquid, what a big turnaround by them. All at the back of GH. Yang, he's going to sprout, try and go for the teleport out, while Paparazzi's still okay to be able to fight. Yang is stopped. His teleport's not available, but they're going to try and go for mind control here, but they're being kited non-stop. And Matumba Man's now back in. GH with a beautiful Fissure into the enchant totem. They stay on top of Paparazzi. Matumba Man wants to be able to get this kill. Paparazzi's been so far away, but he does have the blink target to get out, and Liquid do not have the catch as GH is just a bit too far away.
Yeah.
So I think it's only Vici Gaming with the big power spike, as they're going to 4-man smoke up here. Yang can join them at any time.
They're doing this right in front of the base, so if they win this fight...
Go for it again. Go for the throw. Do manage to get the RP, but it's only on the Jakiro. That's not what they wanted. Now the Echo wins. Oh no! GH is going to be bursting down. The smoke comes in, or he just needs a couple more swings. He's going to pop the BKB to ensure it. Meanwhile, Paparazzi in the middle of this, but he's already had all of his damage drained away by Matumba Man. DY is going to try and give him a blink target to the right-hand side here, going out the X. Paparazzi gets a little bit farther away, but the Fisher is going to be able to slow him down even further. Another blink is up, gets a little bit farther away, but they just keep on chasing. Beautiful crowd. Yang, what a swing with the trees. That completely blocks out Liquid.
They've got Hawks to work with as well.
Great choice by Yang. The Lotus Orb, so now he can apply that on Paparazzi when he jumps in. Won't have to worry about the Razor static link, but they're currently trying to do Roshan. Team Liquid are smoked up. DY positions himself to be able to break that smoke and try and get some sort of disable. GH throws out the Fisher. Fade sitting on the side here. Look for that RP as he's going to be able to do it. GH goes in with the Echo Slam, but it's the RP that may secure this fight. Zabo comes in, but Tubman pops the BKB. Now the Stone Gate is going down as well. Even with such a good RP, it seems like Paparazzi's falling in with the Scotty on top of him. He's trying to get the kill on Matumba as soon as possible. They get the Roshan, they get the edges, they kill Yang as well. Team Liquid, they win the fight. Now they look for more. Ori shows himself. Team Liquid gonna try and pursue a little bit here, but I think they're very happy with the way that engagement went.
So Fade gets the angle, hits 3, but GH solo RPs, stops the PA, who does jump in but gets roared instantly.
They're gonna head back into the game here as Yang tries to go for the teleport out, but a Fisher stops him. 11K, now cut down to 7. Now you're thinking about your next power spike, which is the PA level 25.
Yes.
That also means we're going to get the Medusa to level 25, very likely, unless the PA gets caught here. There's going to be a massive kill. The Echo Slam, throw down all the stuns. Echo Slam, Prime the War, everything they have, because if the PA is gone, what damage does Vici Gaming have?
They're going to go for the smoke. Vici, they want to try to recover this game back. They really don't want to go super late against this Dusa. I mean, they forced her into a buyback position as Miracle's going to hold the high ground with the cheese.
On the high ground with that extra cheese. That's going to be tough to fight into. They immediately hex him up. BKB activated. With the Fisher down, the bow coming out as well. They're actually doing some damage. Now the RP goes down as well, but it's still not dead, and they drained away so much damage away from Paparazzi. He realizes he's hitting like a kitten. He can't take this anymore, so he's going to try and run away, but all of Liquid just stick to him like glue. Paparazzi tries to blink shake away. Liquid, the Fisher, no! They need to go chase him down. JH knocks him down. Hits him with an enchant tome, takes out the Lion as well. No buyback available for the PA or for the Lion. A 5 versus 3, Team Liquid head straight down mid. Look for their very first lane of barracks.
They almost had him, but the cheese pop at the last second completely turns that around, and the Fissure just made it
look at that, they're going straight for the tier 4s. They say if you don't have buyback, you can't stop us. And Nakunka doesn't have the damage to be able to put up here. Team Liquid, they've managed to hold for so long. The boat's going to come out onto Kuro here. They're going to try and deal with some of these supports really quickly. Or he gets a good swing out. That's going to be enough to kill Kuro, but he can't give too much damage to Matumba Man. The throne is all that matters here as well. The throne is getting low. Good skewer back from Fade, but still Miracle's laning into that throne. A great torrent. Matumba Man dropped a little bit low. They're going to focus on GH now. They should be able to take him out, but still the throne, a quarter HP. Matumba Man pops his BKB, and Miracle's just trying to focus down. The Primal Roll goes down as well. He bounces back into the Beastmaster, but still the throne is only at 400 HP. Torrent goes down. The Medusa's so low, they're trying to get it. Mind control swinging, swinging it dead. Team Liquid will take game 3. They take down major winners Vici Gaming and move on in the lower bracket.
I mean, it's saying on my screen that Vici's still ahead in gold, and they lost this game.
Unbelievable comeback from Team Liquid. Blitz, we talked about the narrative